Let's learn how to disassemble the UltraShift primary clutch. This particular clutch is for a Polaris Pro R, but disassembly is the same for all UltraShift primaries. The cover has 6 top screws. Using a 5mm Allen key, remove all 6 screws. The standard spring in these primary clutches typically aren't that stiff, so you could hold them by hand. Once you have the cover off, the outer half is free to slide down. Remove the springs and the 2 spring washers and place your clutch on the UltraShift holding tool. The bottom of the clutch will line up with the grooves in the holding tool. Place the clutch body on and line it up. Then place the bolt in and tighten it down with a 10mm Allen wrench. Sometimes it's necessary to use heat to break the Loctite free. MAP gas works best for this. Next tool you'll need is the UltraShift spanner wrench tool, so you could use a cheater bar or a pipe for extra leverage. Place the UltraShift spanner wrench tool into the holes on the spider. Use your large bar to spin it counterclockwise. Typically, you'll need to use the bar all the way through until the spider comes off. Once the spider is removed, you can remove the outer half. You'll see the bearing retainer. It may be stuck due to Loctite. Use a small screwdriver to lightly clean it up. You'll see a thrust washer, and then the bearing, and then a second thrust washer. Let's reassemble the UltraShift. Before applying anything to the threads, use a wire wheel or a similar tool to thoroughly clean the threads. Remove all the old Loctite. This ensures new Loctite will adhere properly. Start with one thrust washer, then place the bearing and make sure the bearing is lightly greased before it goes on. Add the second thrust washer and then install the bearing retainer. To reinstall the spider, apply blue Loctite to the spider threads. You should be able to spin this on by hand at first. Snug it down before the Loctite begins to set. Then using your spider tool, tighten the spider. Reinstall the spring spacers, then the spring. These springs are typically not that stiff, so you can reinstall them by hand before installing the cover. Tighten the cover bolts to 105 inch-pounds. Loctite isn't required, but if you want to use it, blue Loctite is fine. And that's the proper way to disassemble your UltraShift primary clutch or perform any necessary maintenance.